Ladies and gentlemen, there's some interesting stuff going on in the XRP community right now. I mean, partially we've got updates about the lawsuit, which for some reason has taken such a long time. We've got some new expert, or specifically Wall Street expert, coming up with a sort of prediction about the XRP price, or rather giving us an explanation about what he thinks about the current XRP prices, and a contrarian claim, but also another warning from 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧 about the very new, very recent, and very flashy AMMs on the XRP ledger. Now, to start off with that, Ripple CTO 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧 has proudly announced on the Twitter social media network that the XLS 30 AMM automated market maker that Ripple has been working on for a long time has finally been launched on the XRP ledger mainnet. And now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but there are a lot of things you can do wrong and end up losing money if you don't know what you're doing. And so a lot of people think, oh, it must be just a nice way to earn some XRP on the side, right? Well, if you're very careful about it, it could be something nice. But if you don't know what you're doing, don't just deposit money into these new cool features, because did I accidentally unfollow? What? Did I unfollow 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧? Is that? Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind, I guess we're good. After 2+ years, the day has finally arrived. The AMM is live on the XP Ledger mainnet, thus begins a longer road from today's initial rollout to future growth milestones for users, traders, devs, market makers, and many more. Looking forward to the journey alongside all of y'all in the XRP community. As again, the update was very recent, just a few hours ago. And you can read more here about what exactly it is if you still do not know. But specifically this part here, single side LP functionality, is kind of what I want to warn you guys about. But depending on where you go, let me just read for you guys the warning right here. Caution. If you make a single-sided deposit into an AMM that doesn't have significantly more liquidity than the size of your deposit, you will take a loss in the deposit process. Whatever tool you're using typically warns you about this loss as a report of slippage. So it mostly gives you a warning saying, hey, do you really want to do it? Because you're going to lose a lot of money. If you see a large amount of slippage, reconsider using something other than a single-sided deposit. You can also take a loss, though. Generally, it will be small if you deposit into an AMM that's significantly out of balance before you deposit. Because at the end of the day, these AMMs are based on balance. Hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say we have a pool of $100 and, for example, 200 XRP, you name it. It's slightly out of balance, but okay. But let's say you now deposit 50,000 XRP. The balance is so off that it's not going to be nice. Or vice versa. If it's already extremely out of balance and all of a sudden you make a little crazy choice, again, it could not be nice for your wallet. This should be less common because if the AMM stays out of balance, that means everyone is missing a profit opportunity. In this case, you can do a single-sided deposit of the asset the pool has too little of and can actually make a profit on your deposit, because again, you are then making it, more balanced again, which can be profitable. But if you make it less balanced, it's, obviously the opposite. The safest approach is to deposit equal values of both, which is kind of the same on Ethereum, kind of the same everywhere if you've ever provided liquidity. The safest approach is to deposit equal values of both assets into the AMM trades, or the assets the AMM trades. But small single-sided deposits into a reasonably liquid AMM should also be fine. If there's, for example, $1 million on both sides and you're trying to put in $100, it's not going to change the ratios at all. As AMM pools grow and more arbitrageurs trade against the pools, this risk should reduce because people will be balancing it all the time on these small profits here. Pools will tend to be much more likely to be in balance, and greater liquidity will reduce slippage. And again, an example of this problem is right here. Warning, be very cautious with single-sided deposits into an AMM pool that doesn't have a lot of assets yet. This 2,000 XRP deposit caused the ratio of the pool to get very heavily skewed, allowing someone to arbitrage the pool by swapping $80 for about 1,900 XRP. So again, the simple point being, you've been warned, be careful for right now until there's more liquidity, or if you know what you're doing, it's all fine. I'm just mostly warning the uneducated that AMMs are very, very cool. You can make a lot of money with it. But if you don't know what you're doing, it is it's risky business. Having said that, let's talk a little bit about price. It's been a while since I've talked about this. It's been a while since I've mentioned this. And apparently, in a response to people saying, hey, we could get some 1,000% gains this cycle by some people, because Ethereum right now is at like 402 billion, whereas XRP is at 33.8. So a 10x would reach 333 3-ish, whatever, billion, that wouldn't really be too crazy because it's still a lot lower than Ethereum, which, like I said, is currently also above 400 billion. So a 10x for XRP wouldn't even bring it above Ethereum, so definitely wouldn't be too crazy. Now, apparently, Wall Street analyst Linda Jones echoed a similar sentiment. She highlighted the fortunate opportunity the market still holds with low XRP prices enabling accumulation. Addressing the concerns of pessimistic XRP enthusiasts, Jones offered a soothing perspective, quote, "Don't worry about the price will take care of itself." Expanding on her point, Jones drew attention to the XRP-based private ledger banks utilize, the XRP-based private ledgers that banks utilize. She claimed that around 400 banks have contacted Ripple to utilize XRP for cross-border transactions potentially. She explained that these banks utilize XRP-based private ledgers for periodic money transfers, sometimes causing price fluctuations in XRP. However, she viewed these fluctuations as stress tests for the system, indicating that they foreshadow the future transition of such activities onto the main ledger. But then also the analyst said that whenever the XP price glitches to $34,000 or $74, that this is what's in the future for XRP. And here's what I want to do, a little reality check for everybody. I've said before, a 10x, for example, or matter of fact, even a 20x as the higher point for this bull run, really ain't crazy, because even at a 20x, it will bring it to $700 billion of market cap. Yeah, definitely achievable, definitely not too far, definitely not too strange. But if we're talking $34,000, for example, or something really, really wild and far away, it's just something I don't think we should be discussing just quite yet, because it's not in the foreseeable future. And there are so many more steps in the way that I just don't consider it being a very relevant topic, for right now at least. Anyway, but I like to always be looking at both sides, not just take one person's opinion, but see what some others are saying. Max Kaiser, however, just now, has slammed crypto, saying XRP and Ethereum are both securities set to tank against Bitcoin. And the only thing I'll say about this is, what? Now, a question you might have is, will XRP or Ethereum overtake Bitcoin? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very difficult question. But if you're asking me, will XRP or Ethereum do better than Bitcoin over the next few months? I would say inevitably. And that is just a matter of time. Because even though right now, for example, ETH is not doing too amazing versus Bitcoin, I think very soon that will turn around and the altcoin season will start and Bitcoin won't really do too much, whereas altcoins just absolutely pop off. I will add to it that XRP has actually already been cleared and it's officially not a security, so I don't even know why he's putting that up. But Ethereum, like I said in my little Telegram video, and if you're not in my Telegram group yet, you might want to check that out. Because I posted a video on there that I couldn't for some reason upload to YouTube. It kept being upside down. But we basically explained that the SEC might go after Ethereum, so that part might be true. But XRP obviously already beat the case, so it's not too relevant anymore. And anyway, with regards to the lawsuit updates, there's actually quite a lot. And I keep looking through it, but there's really nothing too relevant. And I don't want to keep making updates about, hey, something very, very minor just happened in the lawsuit, when it's not really going to affect the price. I mean, like, what's the point at that point? And last but not least, there was actually one more thing that I think was pretty interesting. Now, I wouldn't say this is fully XRP related, but David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, did post, there are some scam emails circulating claiming that you need to do something about your FTX claim if you want your money back. Don't use those links, though, that are in those emails. You can check the status of your claim on the official portal. Now, I get these emails from FTX, but a lot of exchanges all the time, and I never know if they're real. But a good little word of warning is always just go to the website, don't not trust whatever is in an email, try to never click links if you can, and know that even though there are some cool Solana meme coins on the interwebs, if somebody says, send me XRP or send me money, and they say you'll get double back, please don't believe it. Some people in the comments keep saying, Dusty, please talk about these scams on the XRP. I've talked about it 1,000 times. I can't keep doing it, but every now and then I'll throw a little hint out there that you guys have to be careful. And last but not least, I'll quickly just talk about the lawsuit for just 1 second. The latest of the latest update was that the SEC has filed under seal, so we can't see it, its opening remedies related brief and supporting documents. These documents are not public yet. Public redacted versions will be filed in like 3 days or so. And if we take a look at James Filan, his profile, you can see there have been little updates before, but nothing really too major. The parties have filed a joint sealing proposal to govern sealing issues relating to the upcoming remedies related briefings to be filed in the case. This just basically means they have basically explained what they want to be hidden, and the SEC filed, but again, it was hidden. And if you're wondering when next update, well, the SEC's opening brief was filed, or had to be filed on March 22nd, so just yesterday. Ripple's opposition brief, so their response basically, is due in a month from now, and the SEC's reply is due 2 weeks after that. So we've still got a little way to go. And if you're wondering what the remedies are all about, it is basically about what Ripple has to pay as a penalty for selling XRP to other institutions. So again, even though there are statements like the one from where is it now? Here we go. From Max Kaiser saying XRP security, blah, 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 can't be, all right? We've already beaten that case. It's already thrown out the window. The only thing is Ripple will have to pay some fines. And yes, Ethereum can be got still. They can still go after that. But XRP, So I don't know why he even put it up there. But yeah, that's it for right now. Hopefully you enjoyed this little update, and I'll see you guys again in another cryptos video soon.